Yo, what is up guys, Delboy here, aka Blue Collar Sports TV. Hopefully you guys are doing well. If you could smash the like on the video, it would be much appreciated. And if you're new here, hit the subscribe button, it always helps me out. Anyway, good news if you're a fan of Artur Beterbiev. His next fight has finally been scheduled and he's due to return to the ring on March 28th at the Videotron Centre in Quebec City, Canada. And this is according to Dan Raphael. Now the opponent for Artur Beterbiev will be his IBF mandatory, and his IBF mando is a Chinese light heavyweight by the name of Fanlong Meng. Fanlong Meng is an unbeaten fighter, he's 16-0, he's got 10 knockouts, and he's a southpaw. He's a fairly big light heavyweight, he's 6'2" with a 75.5-inch reach, and his style is to basically try and keep it on the outside, to maintain distance, to keep you behind the southpaw jab, and target you with that long left hand out of the southpaw stance. Fanlong Meng is a fairly accomplished boxer. He was a former Olympian. He was actually a 2012 Olympian, and he can box. He's kind of awkward, he's kind of tricky, but I'll be completely honest, he shouldn't really have anything for Artur Beterbiev. I have seen Fanlong Meng before. I watched his fight with Frank Buglioni. Frank Buglioni was a domestic fighter in the UK, and Fanlong Meng handily outboxed Frank Buglioni. Frank Buglioni had his moments, but Fanlong Meng, for the most part, was always in control. And other than that, I've only really seen highlights of this guy's career, and he looks okay, but I don't really believe he's troubling anybody in the top 5 in the light heavyweight division. Probably not top 10 either, you know. He's kind of a weak mandatory challenger, it's got to be said. And yeah, I expect Artur Beterbiev to have a relatively straightforward time in dealing with Fanlong Meng. I just can't see Fanlong Meng staying away from Artur Beterbiev for 12 rounds. As we know, Artur Beterbiev implements intense pressure, he carries real power, and he's just a wrecking ball at 175. And in my opinion, it's going to take a very good fighter to beat him. I don't see Fanlong Meng being that guy. He's good at a certain level, but Artur Beterbiev is going to mash this guy up. Mark my words, Beterbiev will have this guy out of there in the mid-rounds, maybe earlier. Maybe earlier. Like I said, I just can't see Fanlong Meng outboxing Artur Beterbiev. If Alexander Vodcek can't do it, I don't see Fanlong Meng doing it. And as for Fanlong Meng having a puncher's chance, he can punch a bit, but he's no crazy puncher. Beterbiev's fought much harder punchers, like Vodcek, for example, and he took those shots quite well. Callum Johnson as well, another big puncher Beterbiev fought, and he got through that. If these guys can't knock Artur Beterbiev out, I really struggle to see Fanlong Meng doing it. So yeah, for me, Fanlong Meng is a lamb to the slaughter in this fight. I think it's a weak mandatory, to be honest, but you know, that's boxing. And ultimately, most of us boxing fans want as many undisputed champions as possible in boxing. But in order to get to the undisputed status, chances are you've got to fight a few mandos along the way. And sometimes these mandatories may not be great fighters. It is what it is, and I think this is one of those occasions. One thing I will say, Fanlong Meng, his nickname's pretty cool. His nickname is Cold Blood. I like that, but that's as far as I can go in regards to being positive for Fanlong Meng. Artur Beterbiev is going to walk through this guy and completely destroy him. That's what I see happening, but I'm pleased to see Beterbiev in the ring again. He's one of my favourite fighters, coming off the back of a really good win over Alexander Vodcek. Hopefully after he gets this mandatory out the way, he can try and fight another one of the other top light heavyweights. Somebody like Dmitry Bivol, for example, would be perfect. That'd be a great fight. Artur Beterbiev, Dmitry Bivol, all Russian battle, unbeaten, contrasting styles. Let's get it. That's the fight I would like to see from Beterbiev this year, if possible. But, you know, we'll see how it all plays out. I'm sure other light heavyweights this year will prove to be viable contenders. You know, maybe someone like Joe Smith or Elidia Alvarez, Gilberto Ramirez. You know, these guys could be viable opponents for Artur Beterbiev. But we'll see how it pans out in regards to the light heavyweight division. Anyway, I'm pleased to see Beterbiev back in the ring. I'm glad it's scheduled. Hopefully he has a busy 2020. Share your thoughts below. What do you make of this fight? Do you give Fanlong Meng any chance at all? Or like me, do you believe this guy's a lamb to the slaughterhouse? Share your thoughts below. Peace.